Hello, this is Godel. Welcome back to the Islands of Insight Hub Puzzle series. This time we are starting in Lucian Waters. I've marked a handful of puzzles here and there, and I am standing next to this match 3 that we want to go ahead and solve here. Now, I've just pulled it up here, trying to take a look and figure out how we're going to want to do it. I see there's 5 of these, nope, there's 6 of these cells here, so we're going to want to try to do 2 match 3s, I imagine. Let's see, we're going to want to do a match 4 on this pink one. If we drop this down, I think that's going to put us in an issue. Let's do this move first. Now we don't have to worry about that part as much. There we go. Alright, good stuff, good stuff. So yeah, over here I've just did a quick scan of the area, found a few puzzles. If you were wondering, do a quick overview of what we have available. 3 sightseers available, 2 cubes, 1 archway, 3 rings, 5 logic grids, 1 pattern grid. And that's it, right? There was a match 3, we just did that one. But yeah, nothing after the grids tab here, so we really only have stuff on the grids tab and the hidden tab and a couple sightseers today. So that's that's actually mostly what I have found. That's all what I have found. There's nothing else to have found. So heading over there right now to some of the puzzles I marked over here. I've got a pattern grid here and a logic grid. So let's do both of these really quick. Alright, we've got B. It's gonna need to go to B. Dark regions have area 2. That's gonna have to connect over there. No light squares either. Okay. So this gives us a separation between A and B. That's a good start, at least. I don't know, that one doesn't seem too challenging for a 5-pipper. What do I know? Let's see what's going on in this pattern grid. We got 3, 3, and then 2 on the outside, so that, and then we have 3, 3, 3 down, so this is the 3, and then we go down, and the rest are light. Just looking around the edges up here, because I might have missed something in my initial sweep. Happens pretty frequently, actually. Here's one of our sightseers. I didn't actually have this marked, so let's go ahead and do it. Looks like we're up here on this little archway, or above the archway. Actually, it's all the way over here, it looks like. And then we are kind of like looking down this wall. Alright, kind of a weird sightseer. Don't know what kind of sight we were seeing there, but, you know, I guess one of the, puzzle maker developers decided to go over there and press the take screenshot key on that wall. And that's how that puzzle came to be. At least I assume they had, like, some kind of toolkit to go around placing puzzles and making sure they had valid solutions and stuff. Anyways, coming up over here where there is a hidden ring on a tree. And man, I bet there are lots of remaining hidden rings just like in this forest. And other random miscellaneous things just on the edge of the map over here. Like a hidden cube over here, which I had not marked either. And another hidden cube. What? That's awesome. That was both of the hidden cubes that are available today. That only is gonna leave 2 hidden rings, because I know where the hidden archway is. It's one of the ones I found earlier. So here is the hidden archway. And then that just leaves these 2 puzzles over here, kind of on the edge of the map. So these 2 are actually, just doing a quick look over here, make sure I didn't miss anything. Right, okay, so these 2 puzzles over here are actually kind of interesting. Let's go and take a look at them. So there's a sightseer, but it's on this side of the Lucian water, so I didn't actually pick this up before, so this is my first time seeing where it's actually showing. But it looks like... Oh, why does this look so weird? Looks like we're down here, actually. Okay. So this is for sure one of the Lucian Water sightseers. Alright. The other one, though, similarly, is... up here, like, kind of in the... I guess a Serene Deluge. This looks like it's probably going to be Serene Deluge, but let's go find it. I believe this is up here. Kind of weird, they have the sightseer all the way down here. They had the sightseer spawn all the way down here, but then the actual viewpoint is all the way up here. We're going to confirm in a moment that this is Serene Deluge or not. Oh, there we go. Yeah, perspective for Serene Deluge. So we only found 2 of the 3 sightseers today. There's actually 1 more left over here somewhere. Let's see if we don't see anything else, just doing a kind of a bird's eye flyover here. Let me know if you see something I miss. Then again, my view distance might actually make it like... might not actually make it possible to see from stuff up here. Let me check what that's set to really quick. View distance is set to... it's set to high. Let's try setting it on epic and see if my computer doesn't catch fire or anything. As long as the game still remains like fairly smooth, it's alright. This game is like not highly optimized, unfortunately, so it doesn't run that great even on pretty good hardware. Let's see what's in this cube here. Connect all dark cells. So like this. That was a Lucian Waters puzzle box. Okay. So good to know. On this little mountain, it still counts as Lucian Waters. Okay, well, I think that's all the time I wanted to spend in Lucian Waters. So let's move on to our usual stops here, usual destination. Let's do a little run through the forest today. Running through the forest, but no puzzles are available, except this one. Here's a puzzle. We have no dominoes allowed. And connect all light cells. Whoops. Finish our Wanderer's quest. We can go turn that in shortly. Alright, let's do a forest sightseer. This looks like a pretty easy one. Very distinct landmark here in the entrance of this enclave and the monolith over there. Lined it up really easily too, that was nice. How about this one? Blah. This is kind of more of what I expect from sightseers in this area. What on earth? I don't know if I can even make it far enough to get the time bonus on this one. It looks like we're over here somewhere. I see a pattern grid there and a hidden archway. Let's make sure we don't miss those. I'm gonna tag this just in case I see the other one. So where do we need a stand for this even? Okay, so our monolith is up there. Looks like we need to be slightly more to the right, and then we need to find a tree to line up with. And then like a little rock to stand under. What about the little temple that's down there on the ground? That's gonna need to be more to the right as well. Okay, so maybe it's like down here? Right now I'm not even trying to line up the image, just trying to see if it glows up for a little bit. Oh, there's two hidden archways and two pattern grids down here actually. That's cool. Is it from right here? This looks like it must be it. Can't see the monolith like through the tree. There we go. Nasty sightseer. How dare it spawn across the chasm like that? Okay, this looks like it's I was gonna say it looks like a symmetry type of pattern, but it's not actually. Is it? No, I don't think it is. So the only kind of consistent thing I'm noticing is that every row seems to have 5 light dots on it. Or 5 dark dots, I mean. So let's see if we can figure out how that's happening exactly. Maybe it's based on column? Does each column have a certain number? This one has 5, this one has 7. No, that's not consistent in any way. One, two, three. So I'm presuming there needs to be 2 dark cells in here. There would need to be 3 in here, right? If my assumption of what the pattern is correct. This one would need to have 2, and then this one would need to have 2. So my pattern's correct so far. I mean, is it something like this? No. So this is correct for some reason. Oh, I see. It's a left-right symmetry here. The left half of the board is the opposite from the right half of the board. That's kind of wild, though, that I got that close to figuring it out just by guessing. This is probably gonna need to be dark. Alright, I did not count anything before filling in those cells, so that could have gone worse. Alright, let's see. All numbers off by 1. Stupendously enjoyable rule. Alright, so that means we are going to have an odd parity on this no matter what, so we do not want this tile. Whoops. Okay. I'm like, we need to cut that off, we don't need to cut it off, we want to make sure we don't cut it off. The gears were turning a little slowly on that one. Let's see, 16 minutes into recording here. Here's another pattern. Logic grid. Let's see, we have a 3, connect all dark cells. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 1 here, we have a 1 here. 1, 1, 1. All of the 1s are pointing at 1s. This is pointing at a lot of tiles. This one is pointing at a lot. This one's pointing at 4. This one's pointing at 4, and this one's pointing at a lot. So, Oh, here's one. This one's only pointing at 1, so we can get a little start here, finally. So for this line over here, it's either going to be this tile by itself, or it's going to be all 3 of these. I think... I don't know about that. Let's hold off on making any moves based on that one just yet. This is now gonna be... So if I go here, I'm gonna have to go here and here as well. If I go here, I have to go here and here, and that's not valid. So this one's not gonna be filled in, which means we have to fill that one in. Alright, there we go. We got something to work with now. I would now like something else to work with, please. We can do this. Looks like we connect through this part in the middle. Alright, that was interesting. Interesting puzzle. Alright, let's stop dilly-dallying and get over to our congruence cluster. Watch us go over there, and there's like 4 new puzzles we've never seen. No, that shape. Ah, it's not connect all dark cells, okay. I was like, why is that? Let's do a quick, one of these things now. Yellow we don't care about, so let's do red. And then this guy, and then yellow. And I guess I fell into the abyss while we were doing that. Oh, we have a new congruence puzzle today, look at that, wow. No 2 dark areas have the same shape and size, and we are dealing with Tetris pieces over here. Okay. So, if we put this here as a, I don't even remember what I was saying, sorry. Anyways, we're kind of speeding along on this puzzle here. So we've got on we have an L, I, S. We could put a T piece somewhere if we wanted to, but we don't really need to. We can just finish the puzzle like that. Alright. Well, that was our congruence cluster we have worked so hard to find. By the time I find any like of the myopia cluster puzzles, I'm gonna be like so rusty at doing that kind of puzzle, I'm gonna like struggle with it. So hopefully we find it soon. Let's do this hidden pentad, then we're gonna head over to myopia cluster. Whoop, there we go, there's another one. I think I have fallen down too low. This doesn't seem like an area where they'd be like super hard to find. I'm not really finding them too quickly though. Like they're up in the trees and hidden in the bushes and stuff. Alright, our bubble is going this way. Our bubble is now still going this way. Is it down here somewhere? Really? Sneaky. Okay. Oh, we have a area reward. It's just a lower fragment, but it is a thing that exists, which we have collected. Let's turn in our Wanderer's Quest. Any new puzzles to take? I'll definitely take 20 puzzle boxes. Puzzle boxes and armillary rings is pretty decent as well, since we can go get infinite armillary rings from the Temple of Infinite Rings. I should be grabbing some sky drops here and there. Alright, sky drop bonus? Sorry, I do not care. Two more sky drops, and then I'm gonna go back and grab that other luminous quest. Alright, where's another sky drop we can do? Sneaky hidden archway there. Alright, there we go. Luminous quest complete. Turn that one in, and then let's take a, yeah, I'm gonna go with this one. Alright. So dark areas have region 2, area 2. Never gonna not make that mistake, am I? Connect all light cells. Okay, let's do this. Good stuff. Let's see where this sightseers are going. I just saw there's 2 of them over here. Let's do this shifting mosaic really quick, and then we'll follow up on those sightseers. This one doesn't look too bad. I think this is the big waterfall over here. And I see the corner of a green matchbox. It must be this one right here. What angle is this at here? What on earth, buddy? I'm trying to align the... Maybe I shouldn't be... Yeah, I shouldn't have been trying to align the corner of the matchbox. I should have been looking at something up higher up the waterfall. Oh, this looks like... So it looks like this ruin here, but where exactly, that's gonna be the tricky part to figure out. So we have some pillars, and they kind of go up. It makes me think it's like up here. Like, yeah, along this, but further back. Ah. This, upon inspection, looked a lot closer, and then I saw it was glowing, so I was like, okay, that must be it. Let's connect all light cells. And no squares. Okay, yeah, we're still good, we're still good. Alright. Oh, another 4-paper. Cool. Coming close to our video time, though, so if we end up having a bunch of puzzles up here, that's actually going to be a little bit problematic. Connect all dark cells here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. This one's up to 4. So there has to be at least one on this axis. This one's actually a little tricky here. Oh, but I have a move here that I didn't see, so never mind, that helps out. So I would guess we probably don't want a dark cell down here, but we don't have enough information to be sure yet. If we put a dark cell here, then we have to put 2 dark cells over here, and I don't see a problem with that yet, but close that off up there. We can't have a dark cell here. If we had one here, we'd have to go like boom, boom. Oh, this one's actually done. I didn't notice that. So yeah, we can't have one here or here now. So this 5 is gonna for sure... Whoops. For sure... Wait. Never mind. The 5 is not gonna for sure do anything. Because I don't know what I'm looking at, apparently. This needs to be here. Then this needs to be like that, and this is gonna be like that. Okay. Kind of tough for a 4-pipper. Alright, let's go up to Myopia before we get distracted by anything else, and then we go up there and there's like all 5 of the remaining puzzles we need spawn today. Alternate setting. We go up there, not being distracted by anything, but there's nothing new to solve. Okay. Kinda typical, I guess. Let's just do a few more puzzles here, and then that's what we're gonna call it. So all dark regions have area 3, so you're not gonna be dark, is what you're telling me. If we go down, then we need to go right anyway. So let's go right. Now we need to go down. So all dark regions have area 3. Basically means we need to make an elbow macaroni here, as far as I can tell. Though, I'm not actually sure which way it goes. I guess it can go both ways. But it's an elbow macaroni with this guy, so this guy doesn't have a thing. I think we can do this. No, we can't do that. I don't know how to count. There we go. There's the elbow macaroni in the corner. Alright, is this going to be our final puzzle? Oh, you know what? There was a glide ring over there that I saw in the Autumn Falls that I want to make sure I don't miss. So I'm going to actually go back and get that right after this one. Something about a certain scale that I don't, not music something person, I don't know, stuff and things. Okay, I'm actually gonna just jump me flying across this gap. Well, I was going to, but then I saw there's another one-hit music right here, so I'm like, let's do that one. They're not that common, so... What is this for 1 pip? That is like nowhere near close. I'm just gonna fill in the rest with the hints, thank you. A lot of the time, like, the music grids end up having some kind of, like, little picture on them, so, like, once you figure out what pattern it's drawing, you can often figure it out by looking at the picture. But, yeah. Oh, what a... I've heard there's, like, a dreaded leitmotif in this area. I don't think this is it, but there's a one where it's, like, just horribly through the leaves. 3-pip logic puzzle over there. We're gonna ignore it for now, or, we're gonna go do this, this glide ring over here that I saw. And this matchbox that I just saw as well. And then that's where we're gonna end up. The game's trying to make me a liar. It's like, no, you're gonna do this one, and this one, and this one. Alright, as usual, if you're enjoying the series, please drop a like, sub, comment. Let me know if you have any ideas on ways you think you could the series would be better. But otherwise, thanks for watching. Hope to see you next time, and have a good one. Bye.